Hey, what is up guys? So I got an excellent video for some of you that wanted to see what the heck Deskbots are and what the heck do they do, because they've been doing some stuff in the OCG as a splashable archetype. Anyways, it's going to be showing off how the deck can potentially play with just basically machine dupe and Deskbot 3. You having a very explosive combo. So we're going to go through the replay real quick for Mr. Karibo over here. Then we'll kind of break it down, then we'll explain all the things. Now, I've seen the deck already, but with the new Pendulums, it makes the deck even better because you get to basically search out your Pendulum skills for free. And I think that that's what really makes Pendulums super strong right now, is that basically a lot of these archetypes that are, that have a Pendulum mechanic, they're just like, oh, go ahead and get your Pendulum Zone for free. And I think that that is what separates these from like some of the older Pendulum decks that we tried to make with like the Stargazer, Time Gazer Magician. Those decks are just way too slow when you compare it to, you know, what things can do now, which is basically you get your Pendulum skill for free and then just special summon over and over and you get crazy amounts of attack. And all the monsters, like, you look at them, they're like, oh, what the heck is this little like joke monster, right? And then it gets like, you know, 7,000 attack. Now, pretty interesting to see that you can actually synchro in Deskbots. I didn't know one of them was a tuner. Nonetheless, he's just kind of showing off an explosive play that's completely unnecessary. Technically, he already would have won turn one had he just went for it. Maybe he just wanted to be like, you know, I'm going to go ahead and show DevBot what's up with the Infinity. Like, he just made an Infinity in Deskbots and a Trishula. It's like, this deck looking real good. But anyways, let's go ahead and break it down now, because I know that was pretty fast. I probably couldn't take that all in if I always saw that for the first time. So let's go ahead and actually explain what the heck is going on. Alright, so the computer over here is going to... Oh, DevBot, if you didn't know, that was just the computer. I don't know if he was trying to test out the consistency of the deck. Sometimes, if you're, you know, you don't have the internet connection, you gotta play versus AI, right? Anyways, he's playing some, like, Stardust Assault mode. Anyways, so here's the main combo of the deck. So he normal summons Deskbot 03. And when this card's normal summon, you get to special summon one Deskbot monster from your deck, except for Deskbot 03. Once per turn during either player's screen, you target one Deskbot monster you control. It gains 500 attack and defense for each Deskbot card you currently control until the end of this turn. Now, the card that he's going to be special summoning is going to be Deskbot 02. And Deskbot 002, its effect is that when it is special summoned, you get to add one Deskbot card from your deck to your hand. All of the machine type monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. So that's really good that you're able to just basically complete your Pendulum scale, because 03 searches 02, well, it special summons it. And then with the addition of machine dupe, you're able to then just go ahead and special summon two monsters from your deck with the same name as that monster. Now, with this card, it does have to be a machine type monster with 500 or less attack, which Deskbot 02 is going to be a target for. It also works on some of the Cyber Dragon stuff, so that's kind of cool for that. So he's going to go ahead and summon two more 02s, and it's going to trigger both of their effects. This is not like a once per turn, so not only do you get that free effect from the first one, but you also get double effects of the other ones. So that's basically searching for days here, and therefore you're able to complete your Pendulum scale. And this card, remember guys, it gains 500 attack and defense for each Deskbot card. That includes the Pendulum ones, because when I was doing my math earlier, I was like, what the heck? I don't know why the heck he decided to go for Herald of Pure Light. I think Gachi would have been an excellent card, because there's so many cards that you're going to be summoning, and that way, I don't know, maybe he was thinking maybe there's a Mirror Force there. I mean, there was technically a DeeDee in here, but nonetheless, I definitely would have just went like a Gachi in this position. But nonetheless, the two scales that he has are 06 and 05. So I'm just going to call them 5 and 6. And we don't need to, I don't think there's anything over like 10. Well, I don't know what's the highest one right now. But anyways, nonetheless, the Pendulum effect is just like the Cleese. I believe it's like you can't Pendulum summon monsters except for desktop monsters, and like that effect can't be negated. And the monster effect for 06 is that if it's normal or special, you get to target one monster in the field and you get to change its battle position. And it gains 500 attack for each Deskbot monster in your extra deck. And if this card in the Pendulum Zone is destroyed, you get to target one Deskbot monster in your graveyard and you get to add it back to your hand. Now, 05's effect is, the Pendulum effect is going to be the same on all of them, I believe. And the monster effect is that if it is normal or special, you can target one spell or trap on the field and you get to destroy it. And it gains 500 attack for each face-up Deskbot monster in your extra deck. And if this card in the Pendulum Zone is destroyed, you get to target one Deskbot monster in your graveyard, and you get to special summon it. You can only use the effect of 05 once per turn. So that's a really good effect. Like, they have Pendulum effects, even though you're basically just using them for the boost that you're going to be getting with 03. So that's how he's able to increase attack by so much. He did special summon a 0-5 over here. So 0-5 again is that card that he is able to pop a back row with. So not only are you able to summon a bunch of monsters, but you can also pop back row, and basically everything he got here was just off of essentially 2 cards. I know he had the other double summon, but pretty much he didn't really need that to go for like a really explosive play. It's just machine dupe and 0-3. That's the main combo that you want. So he's going to go ahead and activate this effect twice. So he's got double 0-3s here, and he's going to be able to activate both their effects. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is going to be 3,000 attack each time he activates that effect. So it's going to get 3,000 from this one and 3,000 attack from this one. So it's going to go ahead and increase to 4,000, and then it's going to increase to 7,000. So that's absolutely crazy that you're just able to be like, oh, I got 7,000 attack right there off of just like 2 cards, and you were able to pop back row, and you have monsters you can have and exceed that is rank 2. Really, really strong stuff over here. And like I said, he could have made a game here. I don't know why he made this. Maybe it was a misclick. You know, that does happen in this game. Maybe he just wanted to kind of see where the deck could go. Or maybe he just wants to show off, yeah, yo, I can pull off a Trishula. I can pull off an Infinity in this deck. And Infinity is one of the stronger cards in this game. But nonetheless, Stardust, man. The first turn Stardust Dragoonies are so good, right? I think they're just outclassed. But anyways, he's going to try to activate 0-5's effect to pop the back row. Stardust is going to say no. Stardust is going to come back. And then I don't know, maybe the AI is just not too smart, but normally you'd want to discard the card and go for like another Stardust Dragon, make something. Anyways, he goes ahead and makes Trish, and then he's going to go ahead and banish stuff. Not that it's really relevant, but he's able to Pendulum summon once again, and this is where I think it becomes just way too good, because this deck, as you guys know, it's pretty much mostly monsters. I don't know if there's any specific Deskbots that are not monsters, but these are both machine, and they are level 5, so that means you can go straight into Nova, which lets you go straight into Infinity. So not only do you have the option to pop the back row, but this is where I feel like Deskbots have a lot of huge potential to be very viable in the game, because any deck that can make Cyber Dragon Infinity super strong, and you're able to do that real easy in the deck. Well, if I can click on it, well, he just made Nova because they are 2 level. Actually, can I click? Does he have another one? It's really easy to make in this deck, let's put it that way, simply because you're able to complete your Pendulum Scale for free. And remember, with the Deskbot 2, when this card is special, you can add 1 Deskbot card from your deck to your hand. And then, of course, if your Pendulum Scale is already completed, or if not, you can complete your Pendulum Scale for free, essentially. And then you're able to just be like, oh, bam, Infinity, and then maybe make a Trish too after that. Like a Trish Infinity, most decks at that point will just lose, and he just like, oh, it's like, alright, let me make Photon Pulse Dragon so I can make a Cowboy. Pretty much disrespect to the DevBot over there, but nonetheless, I feel like Deskbots have a lot of potential. Let me know, guys, what are some other crazy combos in this deck, because I really feel like this deck has a lot of potential. It doesn't necessarily FTK, but it can throw up some really nasty fields in addition to popping the back row. You're summoning a bunch of small monsters, because some things have to target, you know, larger monsters, whether it's levels, whether it's the attack that, you know, you can't bottomless them, most of them, unless, of course, they're gaining the attack as soon as, like, they touch the field. But nonetheless, pretty awesome. Well, thank you, Mr. Karibo, for sending in this amazing replay and showing people how good Deskbots can be. And you can see he also has a Cyber Dragon. If you're wondering why the heck is this here, well, he's able to. Remember, it says that you can't Pendulum summon monsters except for Deskbot, so you can just go Cyber Dragon, bam, go for the level 5 at Deskbot 5, Nova, Infinity, Recarino, Ricerino. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Azneyes signing out.